Warning, everything said in this video is not based upon facts, is 100% satirical, viewer discretion is advised. Well, fuckers, we're back, and it's motherfucking Star Wars time. I said I was gonna get to it, and, well, I got to it. So I played like an hour of it today, which is probably almost gonna be the entire game at this point. We'll see. Maybe they elongate it in some sort of way, I'm not exactly sure. But I do have the audio, I'm gonna play it pretty low, but you might be able to hear it over me. Um, anyway, I got some topics for everyone today. It's not going to be a 20-minute video, about 15 minutes. Regardless, let's fucking get into it. So, you've seen Avatar The Last Airbender. If Aang is 112 years old, isn't he a pedophile? And you can make the argument, well, he was frozen in ice for 100 years. Well, that also kind of sounds like some Epstein logic, right? So, you're still 112, bro. And you're going after a 12-year-old. I'm not too sure the statute of limitations on that one, but I don't think that one works. I don't think it holds in a court of law, right? I think Aang gets convicted, and he's definitely on those Epstein files. I'd watch out for him. Me, personally, I think he's got something going that we may not know about. Was he really frozen the entire time? These are the questions we aren't asking. You know what I mean? Also, here's another thing I really don't think we think about too much. Katara, right? She can waterbend, she can bloodbend. Can she come bend? Right? She could probably come swap just by herself. And even think about it, you cream pie Katara, dude, she could probably pull that shit out. You wouldn't need a plan B. So really, I think Katara's probably signature waifu. That's waifu material. You know what I mean? Unless she like takes it out of her and like splashes on you or something. I don't think she's got it in her. Cause slap that bitch. But yeah, no, the cum bending I think it was a missed character arc in Avatar, and maybe something that some of these sites may or may not have looked into a little bit. Well, speaking of Katara, what do we think about gooning while pooping? In my head, I like to call it the dirty jerk. I don't know if that's already been coined. Um, if it hasn't been coined like that, I gotta talk to HR or something because I think that's the best word to describe it. And when you really think about it, I think that's the optimal place to do it. You can, if you time it right, for example, you can kind of push out in two separate ways. So people say you can poop while you're peeing, but can you ejaculate while you're pooping? So you get the pee out the way, right? And then you kind of save it, and then you start preparing yourself for the real showdown, right? Now, me personally, when I'm either watching Katara or some femboy stuff on the toilet, it's difficult to get the timing right, so you can let it loose one way or the other. It's hard to synchronize it. I think that's the real issue with the dirty jerk. You know what I mean? It's difficult to time. That's also kind of the beauty of it. If you get it timed right, I think that's prime. But if not, I mean, you can kind of so say one comes out and then it starts stanking. It just reminds you of how much of a piece of shit you are while you're just sitting there stroking your shit. Do you guys think LeBron James watches hentai? And if so, what kind do you think he watches? Me personally, I think he goes for like just the big names. I don't think he knows like those discreet polls. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's into the femboy stuff. I mean, actually he might be given, who he's with. I'm not exactly too sure, but I would say for sure that he'd be watching like some Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball shit. I don't think he has like ball knowledge like that. At least enough to release lay meat to some a deep, wooded pole. I'm gonna switch away from gooning for 1 second. I might come back to it. You never know. I'm a fanatic, but I do have something that has been pissing me off recently. It's like you ever see scary videos in the internet, and there's people in the comment section that are like, "I rebuke negative energy." Those people have less intellect than a worm with Down syndrome. You are so fucking stupid if you think commenting that is gonna save your ass. Dude, if that shit wants you, if that video is real, you're getting that shit regardless. Okay? Ed and Lorraine aren't here to save you. You're fucked. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Bro, when you think about it, that's like such like a white mom or just like a libtard thing to say. I rebuke this negative energy. Maybe just a religious thing to say. I kind of associate a lot of those, mostly with women. I don't think guys do that. If a guy does that, you're a fucking chud. And you should purchase a rope and a chair at your local Home Depot for construction reasons. Bro, like, what the fuck are we doing here? You can't tell me you don't watch this shit and you're like, wow, that's fake. Wow, that's AI. I rebuke negative energy. Fuck you, dude. You're a dumbass. Like, this person has the same voting power as me. Think about that shit. I'm not. I don't mean I don't fucking vote to regardless. So don't worry about my fucking vote. All right, but all I'm saying is like, if I were to vote, this dumbass has the same voice as me, and I'm a dumbass to begin with. On to more pressing matters. Have you guys seen that guy on TikTok who's making career looking like Epstein? Bro, what the fuck is that? You look like one of the worst people in modern history, so you're just using that to get clout. That's crazy, bro. It might be Wadu propaganda. I'm not exactly sure. Just to kind of put us off base, make us think, certain shit. Do I think Epstein's still alive? Yeah, sure. I think that's a valid thing to say, just given the circumstances around his passing or whatever. But having that be like your whole personality is that you look like Epstein, dude, that is fucked. Like, what is he doing? What is he thinking? If I look like him, dude, I might get plastic surgery. I would never get plastic surgery personally, but if I look like Epstein, that might be the breaking deal right there. I said personality, but I more mean like persona. It's just like I saw like this video the other day. They pulled up next. It was like these two bitches in a jeep or something pulled up next to him at a red light. They're like, "Oh, are you something Pete?" I forgot whatever the fucking his tag is. Whatever it is, find out. Just say Epstein lookalike on TikTok. You'll find the fucker. It was like, "Are you him?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he's like, said some shit. And then he was like, "How old are you guys?" It was like, "Yo, what?" Maybe it is him. All right, maybe we're just getting fooled to believe that it isn't. Maybe it is. I'm not too sure. But regardless, bro, like if that's just imagine Epstein being your fucking doppelganger. That's insane work. It's almost like Kai Cenat and P Diddy, like their lookalikes. Imagine like such a horrible person being your fucking doppelganger. Dude, imagine if Hitler was your fucking doppelganger. I mean, you could shave the stash and you just keep it for the style. You know what I mean? Alright, this is my fourth time redoing this. I'm talking about how crazy doppelgangers are as a concept. We share like 99% of DNA with 7 billion people. It makes sense. That's a thing. The reason I cut this out is because I said if I could be a doppelganger to anyone, it would be Bill Cosby. I elaborated, and then I said something along the lines of maybe all those didn't go unreported because Bill Cosby was just really nice with it. I'm gonna cut that thought there before I elaborate again. But yeah. So that's obviously I'm fucking joking, right? But I thought you guys just I'll let you in my head for a second. If people really don't like femboys, why do over 32 million people visit Thailand every year? You know that's like femboy, ladyboy capital of the world. You're there for one thing and one thing only. Do you want to see all the historical stuff? Maybe. But you know you're gonna get down with the get down and probably land yourself with one of them. So who are we fooling here? What's the narrative? I'm starting to get a little confused because me personally, I'm going straight to Bangkok. I'm hitting a bar and I'm probably going to go crazy in the paint. I don't know if I'm going in or if it's coming in, but something's going to happen and I'm probably going to enjoy it. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? So what's the narrative? All right.
God, I love femboys so much. I wish I could only be around femboys for the rest of my life.
um, hate to break the news, I'm not crazy big on femboys. I don't oppose them. A lot of them are actually pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie. I know you've had like a boy push like your put like a picture of like a you what you think is a woman to your face. They're like, "Do you think she's hot?" And then you're like, "Yeah." And you're like, "Well, it's actually a man." You're like, "Oh." It's like, well, maybe I'm gay or maybe that's just hot. Maybe we don't have to question it like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in the reciprocating end, but perhaps we can make some things work. I'll take appointments. Open most days of the week, but yeah, it's really all I can say on that topic with femboy. You know, one of my friends asked me the other day, they were like, we always say that's white people shit, or that's white people shit. They were like, do you guys ever say that's black people shit? And I was like, yeah, absolutely, without a like shadow of doubt. I saw a video. I don't know if you haven't seen the video. You need to see the video. It's like some watermelon eating competition, and this dude like peels the fucking watermelon from the crust with his fucking hands and then just starts munching on the shit. I'm not gonna lie, I think that put you guys back 40 years. Right, and I said that to them, and they were laughing about it, but like I was dead serious. Like I wasn't even joking with that one. Okay, no, I'm lying. I was joking with that one, but at this like not the 40 years part, not that being black people shit. That was black people shit. I'm not gonna lie. That was like crazy. Like you couldn't write a better stereotype. The only one I saw you could write about one was someone putting like Kool-Aid sprinkles on like watermelon. You know, like the pouches of Kool-Aid that you would use, like you'd put in like water or whatever, and you like mix it up. It was like the same shit like lemonade, like when we were kids. You know, like when your mom makes lemonade or whatever, she like squeezed the fucking lemon. She got like the fucking powder. Unless you were like rich like that and your mom fucking squeezed the lemons out, or you know, bought Kool-Aid from the fucking store. Nah, like you get the fucking pouches, but he would like put the pouches and then eat the fucking watermelon. Dude, that's like, I mean, that's like putting mayonnaise on everything, or that's like eating coleslaw or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to make like a real comparison just on the spot, but like, yes, I think everyone thinks that about anybody. It's like Hispanics that bring their own tortillas to restaurants. It's like, bro, like that's some Hispanic shit. You know what I mean? I hope I've given you guys a lot to think about, perhaps a lot to contemplate with that. Think about your life choices. Think about where you are currently and where you want to be. And watch my videos and take 3 steps back and just stay there. That's where I want you. That's what I thought. Good little bitch. Nah, seriously, if you made it this far, like I said, thank you for watching. If you feel like it, sub. Like I said, I'm never gonna care. I'm never gonna beg for that shit. If I do beg for that shit, I'm down bad, and you probably just should. But the point where I'm at, man, I'm just doing this as like a hobby. I got shit on this, obviously I'm doing my real life, stuff. Videos are a little short. I'm gonna try to get more out, but I've been struggling with some motivation for this, and also just trying to be original and keep like my own topics, because I don't know if you like hear any of the shit. I would hope not. You have like everything I think of is just straight me, like I just write in my notes app like throughout the day. Just isn't shit. I'm like congesting and then like bursting back out. Apart from like the news stories shit in the last episode, maybe someone did something about that. I doubt anyone said squirrels vaping was a good thing. I think that was a different take. But yeah, I'm trying to just kind of do my own thing with all of this. So I hope you guys can appreciate that. Obviously I'm joking through all of my videos. None of this is ever serious. None of this is ever deep. It's nothing to be offended about. It's nothing to be, going crazy about. It makes me laugh. It makes me happy. And if I could spread that to anyone, then that makes me happy as well. So, yeah, I'm probably going to wrap it up in a second. I think I have to, just looking at this time clock for this video. So I'm gonna do that now. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, if you just watch, that's all I can ask for. Like I said, I played over an hour of this shit today, so I do have shit scheduled up just for this game. Because I feel like Lego Star Wars is just peak, even though this one's just goy slop. It is peak at the end of the day. I want to put in Rocket League somehow. I don't really know how to do that because it's really the only enjoyable gameplay I think I have. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Stay chillin', and yeah, peace.